Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very informative video. I'm going to be talking to you guys about breastfeeding. And I honestly wanted to do this video for like months back. But as a first-time mom, I honestly just wanted to really go through the breastfeeding journey before I even come on here and talk to you guys about it. I wanted to experience it, get enough knowledge to talk to you guys about breastfeeding. I do want to mention, if you do hear any noise in the background, it's my son in his crib playing. So I'm just trying to do this video before he starts getting fuzzy. So I am in his nursery filming this video, so hopefully I can get it done before. I just really think that these videos are very helpful, especially for those first-time moms out there that don't know exactly what breastfeeding is about or what really goes into breastfeeding. Honestly, I wish I would have done my research before I gave birth, because honestly it's so much more than just latching your baby. And I just want to share with you guys what I've learned, what products I used that really helped me throughout my journey, and what products I bought that ended up being a waste of money. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. If you guys are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Sheila and I am a first-time mom, and I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber or just a new subscriber, just make sure that you hit the bell button to be notified of every time I upload a video, and you guys won't miss any of my future videos. So make sure you hit the bell button, and yeah, let's jump right into it. I do want to point this out. This is not for me to tell you that you have to breastfeed, because you know, every mom has their own choice of how they want to feed their baby. If it's formula, if it's whatever is your choice. This is more for those moms that really is looking to breastfeed. So if you guys are not looking to breastfeed, just skip this video and just exit out, because it's all about breastfeeding. So I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but it's going to be really hard because it's a lot of information that I really think is going to help you guys out, especially if you're a brand new mom. So I really want to share my experience from the very beginning, from the time that my son came into the world and until the end of my breastfeeding journey. Now, I am no longer breastfeeding. I stopped when my son started his solids. He is officially 7 months and I'm no longer breastfeeding. So I do want to point that out to you guys so you guys know. So I think that I have enough knowledge when it comes to breastfeeding. Anywho, so I have I'm going to start from the beginning. That starts at the hospital when you give birth. After you give birth and do your skin-to-skin moment with the baby, spend time with the baby, it's going to be time for you to breastfeed, to get some milk into your baby's tummy. Now, my experience in the very beginning was really, really uncomfortable for me, because one, I just had not the best breastfeeding nurse to show me how to breastfeed, so it just made my experience a little bit uncomfortable. It just felt aggressive and very uncomfortable, because I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest, when I was trying to latch my baby, and she just felt like very impatient, was making me feel dumb because I just didn't know what I was doing. She was like, that's not how you do it, this and that. I'm just like in my head like, do you know I'm a first-time mom? Like, ugh. So I was really annoyed from the very beginning, and then come to find out that I had flat nipples. I had no idea, and I honestly was completely shocked. I didn't know that I had flat nipples. So my baby was not latching whatsoever, and honestly that made me feel very sad inside, because my goal throughout my pregnancy was to breastfeed my son. So I was just worried that I was not going to breastfeed, and all of these thoughts were just in my head. Like, I really want to have this moment with my baby, because it's you're bonding with your baby when you have him, you know, breastfeeding, and I really wanted that. So I from the beginning I wasn't able to do that, and it just made me really, really sad. But you have to do what you have to do. I had to feed him formula because he was not trying to latch whatsoever. But the nurses didn't give up. They kept trying to help me, and what they did was they provided me with nipple shields. Now, these are not the ones from the hospital. When I left home, I forgot to bring this with me. I wish I didn't forget it because it did help me during my time in the hospital, and I ended up buying my own on Amazon. And these are honestly helpful because let's say you have flat nipples like myself. These are shaped obviously as nipples, and I don't know if you guys can really tell, but they are shaped as nipples, and they are like plastic material. It just like sticks onto your boob, and when the baby feels this, he's gonna think he's latching onto your boob, and when he starts sucking, the milk, like your nipples just fall into place kind of, and the milk comes out, and there's 4 little holes here where the milk comes out, and the baby is able to get that into his stomach. Now, this really did help me for a little bit, but honestly, he didn't latch for very long, which made it hard for him to get enough milk for him to be full, and that's when I needed to give him formula and pump. So I definitely recommend these. These also are helpful to like protect your nipples from like a chewing baby or something like that, but I used it for the reason that I have flat nipples. My son is paying, but yeah, so these are helpful, and these are from Medela. I don't know how to say the brand, Medela or Medela, whatever. And I used these, and I bought it on Amazon. It comes in its own case like this, and it comes with 2. And these are very inexpensive. I think this whole thing, the case and the 2 nipple shields, are like $7 or $8, which I think is really good. And yeah, you can get this for yourself. I think these are extremely helpful, so I recommend for you guys to get that. So that is the first product. Since I was having trouble with the latching situation, I needed to pump immediately, so that way my body knew that it needed to produce milk, and I needed to exclusively pump all the time. And it was just like so annoying and a lot of work because you had to constantly clean the pumping parts, you know, freeze your milk and build your milk supply and all of that stuff. It was just a lot of work for me. I couldn't latch my baby when I felt full or when it was time for him to feed. I needed to pump milk out, put it in the fridge, for that way when it's time to feed the baby, I needed to bottle feed him the breast milk. So it was a very tough situation for me in the beginning because it was just a lot of work with the pumping, and since I was pumping so much, my boob was just so engorged most of the time, and I just needed to like keep pumping, and my body's just like, wow, this girl needs a lot of milk. So it was just a lot, you know. In the beginning, like there was times I would leak through, and I would be really engorged. It would be painful. It was just a whole situation. So for pumping, I used the same brand, the Medela brand, and if you guys don't know this, you can actually request a pump from your health insurance and you get it for free. I got it for free. It should be free for you guys. So I definitely recommend for you guys to contact your insurance and see if they can provide you with a breast pump. So I got mine for free. They could be really expensive if you get it on your own. So yeah, I actually don't have the pump with me here today, but I'll link it in the description box in case you guys want to know. So when my baby was feeding on formula, I was pumping. And in the very beginning, to be quite honest with you, it was very uncomfortable because your milk doesn't really have milk in the beginning. It's just a little bit of milk. So imagine just like really trying to suck milk out and there's nothing there. And that's how it felt. I was like, oh my God, this is kind of uncomfortable. And in the beginning, when I pumped, I literally didn't pump anything. And I'll have pictures on the screen of like how like I started with a little bit of milk and gradually picked up and was pumping a lot of milk. But in the very beginning, you pump a milk that is called colostrum, and this milk is like literally the liquid gold for your baby. I really don't know the details like really in depth, but I know that it has like all these vitamins and all these really good nutrition stuff that is good for his body to take in the beginning because of his immune system. It's really good. I'll put it on the screen. Literally, this little bit of milk is what I pumped in the beginning, and me not knowing all these information, like I was like, oh my god, I'm really not going to be able to breastfeed my son. Like, I'm not even making milk for him. Like, all these like thoughts in my head, like I just didn't know what even colostrum was. So your milk is gonna be very yellow in the beginning, but throughout like your breastfeeding journey, like throughout the weeks, it's gonna turn white. It's just gonna turn white, and you're gonna be pumping way more than I did in the beginning. I think it was like not even an ounce at all. It was like literally like such a tiny bit. And I'll show you guys all the pictures of how much milk I ended up like it started to grow throughout my pregnancy, and not my pregnancy, throughout, you know, my breastfeeding journey. So the little tiny bottles, I got that at the hospital, but with the pump, it comes with these little bottles, and this is about, I would say, 2 ounces, and this was what I was using in the beginning. And then when months after I was pumping way more, I was using these bottles, which comes with your pump, and this is the one that I was using. This is a 5 ounce. You guys are going to see how much, like, over the time your milk supply is going to grow like crazy. I was pumping a lot, you guys, and I just had enough milk to give to my baby, which was good. So you guys, I think they even have bigger ones, like a 9 ounce bottle, and you can get that I think on Amazon, Walmart, anywhere. So for pumping, when you're traveling, I would highly recommend to get this, because it helped me when I didn't want to have all those electrical cords with me, and the pump, and just all that extra stuff for pumping. It was so annoying. So I ended up using sometimes this hand pump part, and this actually was given to me at the hospital when I gave birth. And what it is, you take the top part of your pump, this goes on top of the bottle, right? So then this goes on top of your bottle. And then normally when you're using your electric pump, there's a cord that goes in here. And that's what is going to like get the milk inside of the bottle. But with the hand pump, what you do is you don't put the cord. You put this at the top right here, attach it, and then you take your nipple part here. This is what goes, you know, attached to your nipple. And you literally, this is all you need. A hand pump, and what you do is you put this on your boob. I don't know if you guys can see that. You put this on your boob, and then you just like start just doing this. It is time consuming, I'm not going to lie. It's time consuming because you got to be like this. Sometimes your hands get tired, but it's an easy way to not have all those cords and all of that extra stuff. This is just a hand pump. This will save you so much, you guys. Like, I highly recommend to get this. For the nipple part, they actually have different sizes depending how big your nipple is. I know that sounds like a little TMI, but these both came with my pump, and I think this is the one that I ended up using, the 27mm. You guys are going to notice he really likes being on camera. It's so adorable. So that is that. And then this was my absolute favorite product when I was breastfeeding. I am not going to lie. The Milk Saver, you guys. You guys have to get your hands on this because it helped me so much. I was obsessed with this product, and this is the case for it, but this little thing right here, and your nipple goes into that little circle in the middle, and you literally put it in your boob while you are breastfeeding when your baby's latched on the other boob, and you literally catch all the milk that's falling through when he's breastfeeding. and I was so shocked of how much milk falls through the other boob while you're breastfeeding. You're literally like catching like 1 to almost 2 ounces of milk on this. If you don't have this, like a milk catcher, all that milk that is falling through is going to go through your nursing pad. All of that milk is going to waste, honestly. So get yourself this, you guys. This is really, really helpful. I was obsessed with this. This helped me build my milk supplies even more because I was catching that milk while you're so cute. Yeah, while I was breastfeeding. Yeah, the milk saver literally was a saver because you're catching all that milk, you guys. Like, you don't want to waste any milk. You don't get to learn that once you start breastfeeding. Like, any little bit of milk, you don't want to waste it, you know. Let me show you guys the nursing pad. I honestly forgot the brand of this. Lancino? Yeah, the Lancino nursing pads, and these were really good. These, I haven't tried any other brand. Oh, I think I used the Medela ones too. Those were alright, but my hair. Yeah, so I was using the Lancino ones. These were the ones that I ended up liking the most. But anyways, if you're leaking or anything like that, this catches the milk. And these were really absorbent. They really helped me. So these were the ones that I was using. If you don't want to be like constantly buying nursing pads, you can actually get these cotton ones, and these are reusable. You can wash them and everything. Honestly, these were not my favorite at all because these don't stay on your nipple. They can move around your bra and stuff, and sometimes I would leak through because this was not on my nipple. So these were not that much of my favorite. But if you guys want to see, check different options on Amazon. Maybe they have bigger ones than this. When it comes to pain and breastfeeding, you guys will have to deal with engorgement. You might deal with cracked nipples or dry nipples. For that, what I was using the Mother Love nipple cream, and this is the one that I've used. And this is really good. It's like almost like a Vaseline kind of consistency to it, and it was really moisturizing for my nipple. And this has really, really good reviews on Amazon. So if you guys want to check this out, I have all the products in the description box, so don't worry about it. So this is what I've used, and it was really good. I will say I'll use like half of it, and it lasts a long time. So now for these pads, I forgot the brand of it. I think it's Medela. I'm not sure. Lancino. I don't know the brand. I'm sorry. But yeah, these are really good. You can actually put these pads that are inside right here. You guys will see. These things, you can put it in the fridge. I think you can put it cold or hot. Honestly, I don't know the difference in using it hot or cold. But for me, when I was engorged, I would heat this up for a little bit and put it in my boob. And it kind of like, it was like a comfort for me. And it did help me with the engorgement. So I'll have information on it in the description box. But oh my god, boy, he's just putting everything in his mouth now. This is also a milk catcher, and this is the Haka, I think that's what it's called, this silicone thing. And what you do is, this is like, they call it like a hand pump kind of thing. And what you do is like you squeeze it like this, and then put your nipple in the top part right there. And once you let go, it like attaches to your boob. And when you're breastfeeding on the other boob, the milk that is falling from the other boob is going to be caught by this. People rave about this, but I really didn't enjoy it at all because sometimes the suction will come out, it will drop, and I would be scared that I lost all that milk. And just the suction was not that great, so I didn't enjoy this at all. One time I think I got like 1 or 2 ounces on here, maybe 1 ounce. It was not much, so you will most likely need to keep like putting the suction back, and that's the only downfall to this. So I did not enjoy this product at all. And we are almost coming to an end to the video. Also, you want to get nursing bras because they are extremely helpful. And these are the ones that were my favorite. I got them at Walmart. They're very, very comfortable. They don't have any padding, which for me was more comfortable. To be honest, if you need something with padding, you can find something with padding. But for me, it didn't really matter because I was using the nursing pads. And yeah, so these were my favorite because once I snap it out, my boob was still supported by this part right here, like this circle. And sometimes even for pumping, I can use this because it... Yeah, so this thing right here supported my boob, and I just loved it, and I got it in black and this color. These are from Amazon, and these were not really that much of my favorite. So these, obviously the nursing bras, if you don't know, they snap on the top, so that way when you're going to nurse, you can just, you know, pop out the boob. And these were alright. I mean, I was not a fan of it. They come with, this is a set of two that I got, black and this color. I don't know if it's because I got a big size or something, but they just didn't do it for me. You want to get a nursing bra. It's very comfortable when you're pumping and also breastfeeding. So I highly recommend to get nursing bras. I got nursing tanks, and I got these on Amazon, a set of 3. I forgot the price, but I'll have everything linked in my Amazon storefront. I got these nursing tanks and I really loved them. They were comfortable and they made me feel slim, and they were just really good. And you know, they snap on the top, and then he just wants to put everything in his mouth. Pops up in the top, and then you can just, you know, pop out the boob and nurse your baby and all of that fun stuff. Well guys, that wraps up this entire video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope I covered most of your worries or your concerns or your questions. If you have anything that I didn't cover on this video or any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. You know, being a first-time mom, I think it's a learning experience, and I am here to help you and let you know whatever I've learned in my journey as a first-time mom. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, follow me on all of my social media, subscribe if you are new here. Let's be friends and just join my SHAYFAM, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!